So you want to start a business, but you don't know where to start. Or maybe you have started, but you're feeling overwhelmed by all of the work that you have to do when it comes to just simply businessing. If either one of these scenarios sound like you, then you're definitely going to enjoy today's conversation. We'll be doing a business startup deep dive into everything that you need to know how to do in order for you to get your business idea from out of your head and into your reality. Ready to chat about your new business bestie? I hope so, because I'm excited to share all of this information with you. Let's dive on in. Welcome, moguls, to the first episode of the Monday segment on the Mogul Minds Unleashed podcast. This segment is called Mogul Minded Conversations. I'm your host, Nyjah Monét, and I'm very excited to be here with you this morning. Okay. Since this channel ties hand in hand with my holistic coaching business, Mogul Minded Solutions, I thought it would be most fitting if our first conversation together was about starting your own business, what to do, what you need, and how to just get ish done, right? If that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead, drop the 100% emoji for me down in the comment section below, okay? And drop a rocket because it's time for you to go up. We're ending the end of this year and we're entering a new year, so let's up level ourselves to that next level, okay? Starting your own business can stir up a wide array of emotions within you. In the beginning, it's exciting, it's fun, it's liberating, all good vibes, you know? But as the days go on and you start to do more prepping and planning, your day-to-day business operations may seem to be more mundane, monotonous, and honestly, just plain old boring. Many people also experience strong feelings of overwhelm as well. The majority of people tend to lose hope and faith in their dream of becoming a successful business owner and slowly begin to disconnect from anything business related as they reintegrate themselves back into the regular 9 to 5 groove, okay? In which case, there isn't really anything wrong with that, right? The world does absolutely need workers. As for the minority here, they will probably end up procrastinating. They will take long hiatuses from their business. I'm guilty, okay? They will hit the ground running 1,000 times and scratch their knees 1,001 until their business gets to where they want it to be. These are the people who realize that business is more than just strategy and research and marketing. It's actually a combination of true alignment between mind, body, and spirit. It is self-acceptance and self-realization. And of course, good old-fashioned grit and footwork, determination, you know? As my favorite rapper Jay-Z once said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. So let's take a look at some numbers, hop into this math. And this is just going to get the gears turning in terms of what it looks like, what your chances are if you are considering starting your own business, okay? So according to information collected from the US Census, the number of Black-owned businesses in America have increased between 2017 to 2019 across all sectors of the US economy. So this is basically saying across all industries, okay? Recordings show that there were upwards of 130,000 Black-owned employer businesses or businesses with one or more employee, all right, in all US economy sectors. And this was an 8% increase from the 120,000 plus businesses recorded just 1 year prior. In 2018. In 2018, there were about 3,115,000 Black-owned non-employer or self-owned and self-run businesses, okay? This was a 5.6% increase from 2,951,000 a year prior. although these numbers are a bit outdated, I'll admit that, they do also show a clear incline in entrepreneurship in America. And this is an exciting time for anyone to consider starting their own business. Now, let's dive deeper into the practical steps and the mindset shifts that you'll need to make if you're interested in swimming with and eventually becoming one of the big fish. First things first, if you're watching this and you are thinking about starting a business, it's important to understand that entrepreneurship is not just about making money. It's a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and personal growth. As previously mentioned, it requires true alignment between mind, body, and spirit. So let's discuss how to begin this transformative journey. Your first step along this transformative process is going to be to identify your passion and identify your purpose. The foundation of any successful business is a clear understanding of your passion and your purpose, as well as your vision, where it is that you want to go, where it is that you currently are, okay? You can do this through having meaningful conversations with people that you know, love, and trust around ideas and topics that that you're passionate about, doing shadow work, which gives you an in-depth understanding of yourself as a character, your flaws, your strengths and weaknesses, your shortcomings and achievements are all recognized, accepted, and integrated into your current self as you work to become a better future self. Breath work or meditation, this best helps if you're someone who has trouble with keeping grounded. A lot of entrepreneurs battle with something called shiny object syndrome. And shiny object syndrome is basically when you see a new popular trend or a new popular like product in the market that's making waves for a lot of other people's businesses. Everyone else is selling out and you just want ends on it too, because I mean, you're a capitalist and you want your capital, right? So with this being said, being grounded, staying centered, consistently, and I would even say daily, practicing breath work and meditation, it'll help you stay grounded, and you're not going to get caught up in all of that hype when it comes to the new thing that's out and trending, right? In fact, it makes you more of an innovator because you're able to sit down, connect with yourself on a higher, more intimate level, right? Maybe even one that you haven't even been able to connect with other people on yet, right? And it helps you to get aware and become more aware of the things that you want and the things that you know align with you, as well as the things that you know don't align with you. For example, you may be someone who is pushing holistic beauty products and all natural products that you're handcrafting. So with that being said, you may have also seen someone selling, let's say, eyelash shampoo. And a lot of eyelash shampoo is not going to be naturally made, locally sourced. So in essence, it would behoove you to maybe not jump on that trend where you're looking to sell the eyelash shampoo because it goes against your own company's values, okay? And then maybe also alternatively, if you absolutely would have had to have a product to kind of push to those people who are interested in things of that nature, maybe you would, I don't know, create some kind of an eyelash oil or something that promotes the health and maintenance of your healthy eyelashes so that these girls do not have to maybe glue false eyelashes on their eyes. Remember, holistic, natural, locally sourced, and or handcrafted, okay? So just remember, guys, alignment with your purpose means alignment in life, essentially, okay? Another thing that you can do is practicing mindfulness. Now, mindfulness techniques, there are a plethora of things that you can do. Go for a walk and count the number of trees that you walk past. You can simply, again, with the breath work, lie down in your bed, place your hand on your chest and on your belly, inhale for 4 counts. So that's, you would then hold and then release for 4 counts. And what you want to do when you release is take into accountability everything that you're feeling on in your chest and inside of your belly at that moment. So this is going to let you know of any unknown and unwarranted anxieties, nervousness, etc., within your body that you may have had that was stagnant and you maybe didn't even realize was there to begin with, right? body scanning, the works. Okay. All of these things are definitely helpful for you if you're someone who is interested in, first off, becoming more mindful, and second off, identifying your passions, identifying your purpose. Yeah, as you work through your past and your present issues and traumas, you begin to come into an understanding of important questions like, what is the big problem that I solve? Or what is the big problem that I want to solve? How does solving this problem align with my own personal values, right? And those of my business as well. Finding your passion is going to be the first step to building a business that you will be committed to. So, with all of that being said, and with that very, great, detailed, in-depth explanation, I want to pose a question to you guys who are watching along with me. What is your passion? And what do you believe your purpose in life is? Drop it below in the comments. Let me know. I'm so curious to see what answers you come up with. And hey, even if you don't know, it's okay. Definitely type that into the comment section as well. I don't know, and I'm working to find it out. I'll definitely get back to you, and I'll comment and see if it's anything that we can do in the comment sections, or even if we can set up a call for a free 30-minute clarity session where I help you to kind of unpack all of that stuff and figure that out for yourself. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about market research and market planning as well. Obviously, with starting a business, you don't want to just go into it blindly. You don't want to ignorantly just, do what you do and whatnot, and then you make a mistake that pulls the whole business down, right? So once you've come up with a business idea, it's crucial for you to conduct thorough market research. What is market research? If any of you have ever lived, I don't want to say in the hood, but in the more urban areas, right? When I'm sure you've heard someone say, keep your ears and your eyes to the streets. That would be the market research. And likewise, it's the same thing when it's in the business world and you're in a different industry. Again, keeping your ear and your eyes to the streets. And let's say the fashion world would be something as simple as attending like runway events. Okay. I'm sorry about that. As I was saying, in the fashion world, your market research would look very much like attending runway, fashion walks, fashion events, fashion networking mixers, et cetera, et cetera. In any other industry, it would have to do with certainly the same thing. Outside of just going to these mixers and things, you also want to trend watch, which is something that I'm going to be working into my Friday segment, guys, and I'm excited about that. And it's something that a lot of entrepreneurs know they need to do, but don't necessarily know how. So I'm going to help you with keeping your ears and your eyes inside these digital streets and learning what it is in your industry that's definitely popping, definitely relevant, like right now. Okay. Yes, your market research is one of the first ways that you can test your business idea's viability. You can start out by checking to see if there are any other businesses that are out there that are similar to your idea or even the same, okay? And the reason why is because if you feel in your own mind that this is a business similar to yours, or this is the same business, basically different name, then what that means is that 9 times out of 10, that person's audience is also your person's audience. So what you need to be paying attention to is how it is that they're engaging their audience. The types of content that they're putting out. Do their audience members often respond on like the this or that post, pick this or you pick that? You get what I'm saying? Are their audience members more reserved and probably just only like, but they never comment? And if so, what is it that you've noticed the audience is interested in commenting on? Because engagement is key. Okay. Moving right along, if you come across a few reputable brands that do what you do in some way or another, it shows that A, there is a market for your product or for your service, and B, that there's money there as well. Okay, you should also consider who your potential customers will be. This can be done by simply looking at your customer reviews or at the customer reviews on your competition's websites and their social media pages as well. Lastly, you need to consider the unique value that you bring to the market. This essentially will be called your unique value proposition. And this essentially is why people should choose your brand, your product, your service over that of those who are in your industry and maybe, offer the similar things that you do. This is going to help you with not only entering your niche, in establishing yourself as a confident and authoritative figure, but also with standing out amongst the crowd. Conducting this research will also help you refine your business idea and as well as create a solid plan. Which brings me to point number 3, which is creating a a solid business plan. A well thought out business plan serves as your roadmap to success. A thorough plan is inclusive for outlining your business's goals, your strategies, your financial projections. So how much you think you're going to be able to acquire in revenue. Even also how much it is that you have to spend on things like your marketing, things like your inventory, etc., etc., etc. Okay. As well as putting thought into and creating an effective marketing plan, establishing a clear financial strategy and budget, and reviewing. Oh, no, I'm sorry, guys. I jumped ahead. And funding needs. So a thorough business plan is inclusive of outlining your business's goals, strategies, financial projections, and funding needs. A business plan not only guides you in clarifying your vision, but it also attracts both investors as well as the lenders, okay? AKA all of the people who's going to be like, here, take my money, all right? All right. Moving right along, we are going to be talking about now developing a business strategy. So your business plan and your strategy, they're two different things. Your plan is the steps that you're going to take to get business rolling, and a strategy is how you're going to apply those steps that you've come up with, okay? So if you want long-term success, developing a business strategy is crucial. Your business strategy will require you to revisit your business's goals, as well as putting thought into and crafting an effective marketing plan, content planning strategy, establishing a clear financial strategy, as well as a clear budget, and reviewing your funding options, for example, your loans, your grants, your investors that you're qualified for, okay? If you're someone who maybe gets a little bit of anxiety when it comes to filling out those loan and grant applications, and maybe you need a writer, I definitely would suggest that you do look into that before you do fill out the application, right? Because your chances will be increased. If you have a grant writer, let's say, write out do the grant applications for you, okay? Next, we're going to talk about legal and your financial considerations as well. You'll need to register your business and choose the right legal structure. So basically what I'm saying here is, do you want to run an S Corp? Do you want to run an LLC, a C Corp, a sole proprietorship? Secure the necessary licensing and permits required by your state for your business. And then separate your personal and your business funds by setting up a business bank account so that you are able to professionally manage your business finances. Little bit more of an expert tip too as well. Once you have separated your business and personal finances by opening up that business bank account, it's easier for you to then, and this is also after as well, you've established yourself as whatever type of corporation it is that you want to. Again, that's S Corp, C Corp, LLC, the list goes on. Sole proprietorship. What you would want to do is just go to your state.gov, right? And look up the business requirements for those different types of things and see what falls in line. Like what does it protect you from legally? For example, with an LLC, it removes your liability, not fully removes liability, but if, let's say, you were to sell a faulty product to a customer, I'm going to use an example. If you guys have ever heard of pink sauce, like the pink sauce lady, she sold a bunch of products to her customers, right? Plural, where the ingredients inside had ended up like expiring before the package got to the customers. So then she had to then deal with a lot of like social media backlash from people who purchased the product. And granted, she was a newer business owner, but this is what it looks like when you don't do the research that is required for you to do. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry about that, but this is what happens when you do not do the research that is required of you before starting the business. I'm sure had she done the research, would have learned that there was some type of an additive that she needed to add into that product in order to increase the shelf life of the product, right? Okay. Now we're going to talk funding. All right. So to determine how you're going to fund your business, there's first off so many things that you can do. You don't have to take the route of simply grants and loans and investors and stuff like that. You can simply do something like crowdfunding, starting a GoFundMe, right? There's ample opportunity and ample ways that you can fund your business. If you're someone who is going to be working as your business building, your best option would be to do bootstrapping. Okay. And bootstrapping is essentially you just separating a little bit of change from like your paycheck and putting that to the side for business and business only. I said this is for business. Don't touch it. That's how you have to approach that situation. Let's say if you're someone who's sharing an account. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so determine how you're going to fund your business. Many first time owners fund up by way of bootstrapping. This, of course, requires that you have some sort of external source of revenue, whether it's a job, a profitable side hustle, another business. Okay, doesn't matter. It just needs to be some kind of revenue coming in that is consistent and that is enough for you to both live and save. Okay. Yeah, however, if you're currently not in the workforce, it may include dipping into something like your personal savings, seeking out loans, grants, investors. Carefully managing your finances ensures long-term sustainability. And again, guys, I did say to you that if again, grants, loans, seeking out investors, etc., doesn't seem like your cup of tea, or you feel like you may not be qualified for those types of things right now when it comes to funding, crowdfunding, right? You come up with your business story, you put that, again, I'm saying GoFundMe, but there are even business crowdfunding platforms that you can go on. You set your goal, explain your business story, and people will donate. And the great thing about it is it's not a loan, it's not a grant, it doesn't need to be paid back, right? There is no interest rate. And it caps off at what you want it to cap off. However, guys, I do want to say, if you are just starting out and you are going to use crowdfunding as a source of funding your business, then please 5 to 10K max is what you need to require from the people. Okay. You don't want to say, I need $10 billion to get this business started, because what are you doing? Creating a rocket. All right. All right. Start small and scale gradually. This Rushing your startup to launch is very, very risky. It's very hard to bounce back from if you've rushed the process. Okay. I know you have proven that your business idea is both viable as well as profitable. So what's the point in waiting? It isn't that you're waiting to launch, you're preparing. So that's what you guys need to understand. It's going to take, first off, even if you do rush your launch, 3 to 6 months for you to turn your first profit. Okay. And you can launch today. You can sell a product today. You get what I'm saying? But you're not going to make back, or not really make back, but you're not really going to flip the money that you've invested in the business off of that one day and that one product. You see what I'm saying, guys? So yeah, rushing is risky. It isn't that you're waiting, you're preparing. Things like product development, developing your right message, perfecting your brand voice, perfecting you as a character, etc. These things take time. Be kind to yourself and take all of the time necessary to pour into yourself and to pour into your business like it's a baby. You wouldn't give birth and expect the baby to find its own place and live on its own. Live its own life as soon as you guys are discharged out of the hospital. At least I hope not. I am a mother, so yeah, that was the easiest example that I could give to you guys right there. The same way that you would take your time, right, to nurture and to prep that child for the challenges of the world, you're going to need to nurture and prep your business for the challenges that it's going to face within the industry. Do not ever rush your process. Remember that you're always exactly where you need to be. Start with a minimum viable product, okay? I call this the MVP of the business, the low hanging fruit. This is what you know the people are going to be going for. And then what you do is you gradually expand as you grow, as you gain customers, and as you essentially generate revenue. Prepare for setbacks, and instead of allowing them to throw you off your course, find the lesson within the loss, right? Find the silver lining. This powerful technique is called reframing, and it wires your mind to see the good in a situation before it sees the bad. I'm gonna just let you guys know I'm someone personally who has struggled with negative self-talk, negative thoughts. And I was the biggest hindrance when it came to getting my own business out there. I would sit down and constantly doubt the content that I created. I would doubt the message that I was given. I would doubt everything that I put together. And it's not that the stuff was not good content. It's not that it wasn't valuable content. It's just that I had to find the confidence within first before I was able to, confidently share with the world like how I am today. All right. Okay. Okay. Master your mindset. This is step 8, guys. As I previously mentioned, setbacks and challenges are sure to arise as you navigate your entrepreneurial path. Your mindset is the most important tool in overcoming these obstacles. Your mindset will help you cultivate resilience, embrace failure as learning opportunities, and stay committed to your vision. Number 9 is execution and continuous learning. Starting and launching a business is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process. And when I say ongoing, what I mean is the process of launching in general is ongoing. Because yes, you would be essentially like introducing yourself to the world just one time. You will be launching that business for the first time to the world just one time. However, there are going to be products that you develop. There are going to be services that you develop, and all of these things need launching too, right? So the first thing is determining that MVP, and then determining what type of products and services can piggyback off of that MVP to kind of make and maximize your revenue streams. Okay. Yeah. So yes, take action when necessary and adopt as needed. Keep yourself open to feedback, learn from your experiences, and be willing to pivot when the opportunity presents itself. Last but not least, and I feel like this should have been number 1, is stay persistent and stay resilient. Building a strong, successful business requires time, it requires effort, it requires energy. Persistence paves the way for adaptability and the maintenance of your alignment between mind, body, and spirit while traveling along your entrepreneurial journey. As we move forward in Mogul Minded Conversations, we'll explore more of these steps, each of these steps actually, in more detail and in full depth. And I will provide you even more practical tips and insights to help you on your journey towards starting and growing your own business. However, for now, I need you to run up these motherfucking likes, okay? If any of this resonated with you, and I know it did because I only spit the real, and drop a briefcase emoji in the comments for me because we bossy, we business people. If you are ready to apply that pressure and bust some pipes, sis, all right, it's time for you to shine bright like the diamond that you truly are. So if you're watching this and you're considering starting your own business, remember that it is now just about the statistics, or it's not just about the statistics or the potential for success. It's about your passion. It's about your purpose and essentially your commitment to professional as well as personal growth. Okay. It is about aligning mind, body, and spirit with your entrepreneurial journey. And if you're ready to take that next step, let's dive deeper into each of these key aspects. Starting and growing a business, upstarting and growing a business in upcoming episodes of Mogul Minded Conversations. I want you guys to stay tuned for more valuable insights, discussions, and motivation along your path to becoming a successful entrepreneur. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And don't forget to hit that like button, that share button if you found any value at all. So if you are watching this and considering starting your own business, remember that it is not just about the statistics or the potential for success. It's about your passion, your purpose, and your commitment to your professional and personal growth. It's about aligning mind, body, and spirit with your entrepreneurial journey. If you're ready to take the next step, let's dive deeper into each of these key aspects of starting and growing a business in upcoming episodes of Mogul Minded Conversations. Stay tuned for more valuable insights, discussions, and motivation along your path to becoming a successful entrepreneur. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Do not forget to hit that like button, hit that share button if you found any value at all, hit subscribe and ring that post bell notification, and then tap all so that you're notified whenever I upload new content to the channel. And like I say at the end of all of my videos, if you've watched any of the videos that have been uploaded previously, dream of millions. Until they manifest, and they most certainly will. If no one has told you today or that they love you today, just know that I love you guys. I appreciate the support from all of my viewers, and thank you so very much again for tuning in. Bye-bye.